Hey guys and gals, this is Sonic Arrow in the American Tier 7 heavy tank, the T29, the most effective tank that I have ever seen at Tier 7 and even at Tier 9. The T29 is not too bad. It does have a 105mm cannon, which deals 320 average damage, I believe. Let me just check that real quick. 320 average damage, 198mm of average penetration. This is in fact the same cannon you get on the T32, which is one tier higher than this, and you get it at Tier 7. So some people think on the T32 this 105mm cannon is not up to par. It still works pretty damn well, and on the T29 it's great. T29 also gets a pretty strong turret. Hull armor isn't that great, but it is capable of bouncing some lower tier tanks if you're angling it well. The turret, of course, is almost all but impenetrable, and especially at a Tier 7 match, or in a Tier 7 match like this one, where there is, how many? 5 Tier 7s on each team, and a bunch of 6s and 5s. The only thing you really have to worry about are the tanks that have a howitzer cannon, like, for example, the KV-2, the tank destroyers with ultra-high penetration, and artillery. That's about it. Or I guess anybody who knows to aim for your weak point, which is the commander's hatch, this top bit right here. It's a little bit difficult for lower tier tanks to penetrate, but they can still do it if they aim carefully. So I headed west on the map, put a good shot into the AMX, which I didn't actually expect to penetrate because the French tanks have decent sloped armor at high tiers. I suppose the AC-46 doesn't, though. It is Tier 7, and it's not as sloped as the others. I just took a look afterwards. Now I'm just going to push forward because I know there aren't that many tanks up here, and it's pretty much just this guy. And as you can see, the French tanks, or a lot of tank destroyers that have their gun in the middle, and then they've got stuff exposed on the top, have a hard time. Oh, and there goes the T34-1. I was going to get a good shot there, but he's run away. I suppose I should have gone forward because there was no chance of that T34-1 turning around to shoot me. And right now, this is an important part. I'm looking at the mini-map and seeing there's an IS KV-2 and a VK-3601H versus one SU-100 on the eastern flank. That means, unless that SU-100 is a super player, and pay no attention to that team kill. Unless the SU-100 is a super player, there's almost no chance that he can outfight those tanks, especially with the KV-2 there. There's not much chance of getting out of there unscathed, and the SU-100 does not have a lot of health. So having only done 2 damaging shots, I'm returning to base immediately. The T29 is not a very fast tank. It's 31 kilometers per hour, as you can see, on flat dirt terrain. I suspect on pavement it'll be a little bit faster, but not that much. We've got an IS and an M4 Sherman going into their base, and I took a quick look at the team composition and noticed a lot of tank destroyers. So I'm going to return to base to not meet those tank destroyers and defend the cap from a pretty dangerous Tier 7 tank, an IS tank. On full health, I might add. Also, that KV-2 also on full health. This Panther doing a good job at defending so far, keeping them at bay, even with its tiny pop gun. I mean, it's not really a pop gun. It does have a lot of penetration. It's just that the damage isn't so good. So prioritizing the IS, because that is one of the tanks that will definitely deal a lot of damage. The KV-2 will deal about the same damage if it doesn't penetrate, and the IS does. But the KV-2 does have a 20 to 25 second reload. And the IS is about 12? 10? It's pretty fast, I'm not quite sure. And I probably should aim that a little bit better. So the KV-2 and the IS are moving back. And I'm worried that AMX-13F3 on the enemy team is going to slam one right into my position, so I'm going to start moving forward. And very soon, hopefully, I'll be able to spot... Nope, never mind. I'll spot that artillery. And that was the one I was worried about. And unfortunately, the AMX looks like he hit my turret. Let's take a look. Or my tracks. Looks like my tracks took that shot. So not too much damage. It's not appreciated though, but I can live with it. There's the IS. Oh, can't get a shot. The KV-2, however, that dealt some damage. And here, I know I can go down and outshoot the IS and probably win, as well, there's a Panther right next to me and he could probably go down and help as well. The problem is there's a bunch of tank destroyers that I have no idea where they are really. So I don't really want to get hit. The VK is doing some good shooting there, putting damage in the back of an IS. Unfortunately, an S-35CA sneaks up behind him and takes him out. M5 Stewart is moving into the base. Or sort of moving into the base. Lost spotting there, and I'm trying to side scrape here. Not gonna work, as if I go up on top of that little hill there, I would be exposing my engine deck to the IS, and that's not a good thing. I could get set on fire. There we go. I poke out just enough to get a shot on the IS. Trying not to take a hit here, and the Panther looks like it's gonna go down and take out the IS. A Stur Emil, that's a pretty tough target. I cannot get hit a second time by the Stur Emil. So here we go, almost aimed in, and the Panther decides to move out in front of me, unfortunately. I still take the shot after I move a little bit for adjustment. And I would have liked to have that Panther still on my team.
Enemy armor is destroyed.
But not anymore, unfortunately. So here we go, S-35CA. There's really not much of a chance of this tank destroyer penetrating my turret. Just take him out. 320 average damage is enough for that guy, especially since he got hit once. M5 Stewart, here we go. We'll leave him on 1 health. It was still a high roll, so that's okay. And I just casually waited out. The AT-8 I know is going to be really slow and most likely going to be coming down the middle of the map, as that is the quickest way to the opposite side, and the AT-8 is extremely slow. So we'll see. Paying attention to where we're going, and looks like the AT-8 has actually made it here, and here's the giant weakness of some of the British tank destroyers at the moment. They have a hatch on the very top, which everybody can shoot. And there we go, last shot in. Let's take a look at the stats. High caliber with a top gun, 1,241 points of experience earned with a first class mastery badge. 3,450 damage onto the enemy, 6 kills of course. And let's see, 16 shots fired, 14 of them hit, 14 penetrations with a few bounces, 6 bounces actually, but only 500 damage, not 6, 500 damage blocked by armor. Credits earned 32,454 with a premium account. Non-premium would net me 14,585. And I got some base defense points as well, 15. So there you go. Thanks for watching. Please press that like button and leave some comments. I'll see you in future videos.